To Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, peace and blessings of Allah be upon our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. My dear respected brothers and sisters, the Hamiltonians, I greet you all with a greeting of peace, greeting of Islam. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. It is with broken hearts that we share with you the news of the departure of yet another pillar of our community, Dr. Mohammad Khattab. And this is indeed a great loss for our community after the loss of our respected Imam Abdul Rauf Sani, who passed away last year on October the 9th, 2019. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala states in the Holy Quran, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه فمنهم من قضى نحبه ومنهم من ينتظر وما بدلوا تبديلا. This is a verse number 23 in Surah Al-Ahzab, whereabout Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in the verse, which means among the believers there are people or there are individuals who have been true to their commitments and their covenant to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. فَمِنْهُمْ مَنْ قَضَى نَحْبَهُ, and amongst them there are those who have fulfilled their covenant and their pledge, and they have passed away. And there are others who are waiting their turns, but they have never changed their commitment. I must attest that Dr. Mohammad Khattab was indeed one of these people. I personally have witnessed Dr. Mohammad Khattab standing shoulder to shoulder to construction workers in both of the largest mosques in the city of Hamilton, the Hamilton Mountain Mosque and the Hamilton Downtown Mosque, working day and night, putting not only his expertise, but also contributing with his wealth, his time, and his effort, alongside many other hard-working members of our community, to complete the construction of the two largest mosques that we have in the city, and the most beautiful mosque in Ontario. Dr. Mohammad Khattab didn't only contribute to the community through the building of the mosque, but also through his leadership. Dr. Mohammad Khattab was there as a backbone, as an advisor, as a brother, as a friend to the imams of the city of Hamilton. We always turn to Dr. Mohammad Khattab for advice, for the fact that he was one of the pioneers of our community, and for the fact that Dr. Mohammad Khattab was amongst the very few people who stood up for the truth, defended the truth, and spoke the truth, even though at times it may have been difficult for many to speak the truth, but Dr. Mohammad Khattab was always committed, and he stood up for the cause of those who were oppressed, whether here in Canada or abroad. I have known Dr. Mohammad Khattab myself since I arrived to the city of Hamilton back in 2003. And I must say that with the departure of Dr. Mohammad Khattab, we are indeed losing another pillar of the community. There's nothing else that I can add except to request from each and every one of you to do two things for Dr. Mohammad Khattab and in honor of the legacy and the exemplary life that Dr. Mohammad Khattab have lived. Number one, please pray Janazah, Salat al-Ghaib on Dr. Mohammad Khattab for the fact that we are in a lockdown condition and only family members, 10 people can attend his janazah and his burial. Make dua for him and ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive his sins and to shower him with his mercy and forgiveness and to make his abode to be the highest places of Jannah. And the second request I have for you is to share this video with as many people as possible and contribute to the fundraising effort that we have for the honor or in honor of Dr. Mohammad Khattab's life. And all this contribution, inshallah ta'ala, will be directed to the local mosques as well as local registered charities for projects such as the construction and the building of mosques, sponsoring orphans, and digging wells, and building schools and orphanages, inshallah ta'ala. I ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the end to bestow His mercy and forgiveness upon Dr. Mohammad Khattab. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala resurrect him amongst the prophets and the truthful ones and the martyrs and the righteous of his servants. May He subhanahu wa ta'ala elevate his status and gather him with our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam in the highest levels of Jannah. And may He subhanahu wa ta'ala grant our Sister Mira Khattab, and the children of Dr. Mohammad Khattab and their loved ones patience and perseverance in this difficult time of loss. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all patience, as this is not the loss of Dr. Khattab's family only, but it is the loss of each and every one of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you for listening to these humble words. Please remember Dr. Mohammad Khattab and the fundraising effort that we will be sharing with you, inshallah ta'ala, the link of very soon with everyone. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you and bless your families. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant us all the best of this life and that of the hereafter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.